thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I'm going to answer some of the questions that I've received. Some of you have emailed me or sent me messages regarding my move, of where I was going and all of that good stuff. I'll show you some of the wigs that I'm going to be wearing for these next few days, some makeup, some nails. Yeah, I'm not going to the salon, so I'll tell you what I've been using, and yeah, let's get to it. For my life update, yes, I am moving. This is my townhome that I purchased in 2009, and it was time for a change. So I will be closing on this home on Friday, I think it's the 6th, and then on Monday, the 9th, I'm going to be signing for my new home, and that is also going to be here in Melbourne, Florida. I love living in Melbourne. I love living in Florida. I've been here since 91, but this Jersey girl loves Florida. So yes, I am staying in Florida. I'm only moving about, I don't know, 5-7 miles, a little bit further north. I'm going to a retirement community. It's 55 plus, and it is amazing. There's a pool, there's pickleball, there's a bar, there's restaurants, there are games, there's a gym, yoga, theater. There's so much there, and I am really, really excited. If you like a little walkthrough once I get moved, let me know down in the comments, and I will certainly record it for you. But that is my plan. Since I am closing on this house on Friday, my movers are coming in on Saturday, and they are going to pack everything up for me because I don't pack. They're just going to pack everything up, and they're going to take it to their storage, and I'm going to be going to a hotel for 3 or 4 days. My dogs will be in boarding. Phoebe, my new puppy, is going to boot camp for 3 weeks because she's as cute as can be, but she's a brat, and we need to get that taken care of. Some of the products that I'm going to show you today are products that I'm going to be taking with me for while I'm at the hotel, and what I'll be wearing during my move. And I've got a couple of dinners that I have to go to, or that I want to go to, and a lunch with some friends. So I'm going to show you the hair and makeup and all of that good stuff. I'm just taking one suitcase with me. I have put all of my wigs to the side to go to storage, and I've only kept 4 wigs out to wear until for this next coming week for my events and activities and moving and all of that stuff. So the first one is the one that I'm wearing. This is Lauren. This is by Renee of Paris in the color Glazed Auburn. I really like this. I really like this style. I love the color. I'm just not real crazy about some of the knotting on the front. But you know what? I just need to get it in a lighter color, I guess, or just deal with it. But this is one of the ones that I'll be keeping in my suitcase for the next week. This is Euro Chic by Tressalure. And Tressalure colors, when they were just regular synthetic fibers, they had color names, and the heat-friendly fibers had just the color codes. They had no names. Well, Tressalure just added color names to their heat-friendly fibers. So this is 523849 R8. I think that's the number. I'll put it across the screen. We always called it 3-tone gray. Now it's got another name, and I'll put that across the screen too. I haven't memorized all the colors that Tressalure has just added, but Euro Chic is a favorite wig. I actually just washed it. I added a little bit of heat to the ends just with a flat iron. I love this style. I have it in 2 colors, but this color is my absolute favorite. If you like grays, this is a really nice blend. There's no warmth in this color. It's very ashy with some light, medium, and darker gray is how I see it. And beautiful, beautiful lace front. I don't have many Raquel Welch, but this one I really, really liked and kept in my collection. This is Boutique Chic in the color Shaded Cappuccino. Really cute style. Nice lace front, very light, no permatease, basically very, very little permatease and a low density. One of the reasons why I don't have many Raquel Welch in my collection, it's because I'm not really a permatease high density gal. I prefer lower density. And I thought this one was really, really cute. And I also don't wear many short styles, but this one was a keeper. This is a recent review, one that I recently reviewed. This is Piana by Beltress in the color Cappuccino Latte. Really, really like this style. This one is the long one that I'm keeping for this next week. And I just think it's so, so pretty. I do want to tell you, I wore it once and it does seem as a little bit of a face flopper here. So Envy just sent me this product. There are three brands that send me either wigs or products every once in a while because they know that I'm going to say that they don't mind me saying the truth. If I don't like something, they're okay with it. And Envy is one of those brands. Anyway, they sent me this balm, and I always use the Peace Out Cream by John Renault. And I mean, that's the only type of styling product that I really ever used. But I've tried this one by Envy, and I really like it. It's not as thick as what we saw with the Peace Out Cream. It's very light and fluffy. You don't need an awful lot. I've used it on a couple of styles. So I just smooth it between my fingers and it doesn't leave my wigs clumpy and allows me to just, you know, style it back. And as you can see, it fixes the face flopper very easily. Nothing to it. Really like this, highly recommend. They also sent me this, and I always use Simply Stylin', and I'm sure that many of you have used Simply Stylin' as well. And when they sent me this product, I checked with the other admins on Franny's Hair on the face, and I asked them if they had ever used it. And both of them said, yeah, we don't use Simply Stylin'. This is what we use. This is Envy Renew and Repair. Restores synthetic fibers to just out of the box beautiful. So what the gals told me, the admins were telling me, they just take a spritz in their hand and rub their hands together and just run it through. Has a really light scent to it, very, very light. I'm going to use it today. Well, no, I'm going to use it once I move. I'm going to use it on one of my older styles, and I'll get back to you and I'll let you know how it works. You know what else I've tried? I got this on Amazon, and this is, I think it's salmon. I'll put the name on across the screen. This is for flyaways, and it looks like a mascara wand, and you just run it through, and it takes care of the flyaways. I don't, flyaways really don't bother me because I have flyaways on my bio hair, but if flyaways bothers you, very inexpensive on Amazon. And if you don't want to use that, you could also use the balm that I just showed you and just apply a little bit, and it's good enough. All right, let's go to glasses. I wear glasses all the time except when I'm recording, and I can't see. And all my glasses are progressive. I was spending a lot of money on my glasses, both for the frames and for the progressive lens that transitions, you know, so I don't have to switch into sunglasses and all of that. I've been going to Costco for my glasses, and I spent less on my glasses at Costco than I was when I was going to the independent stores. So it was under $300 for my frames, my transition, progressives, the eye test, all of that. I think the eye test was about $90, which was a lot less than what I used to pay. Anyway, so I got these. These are Michael Kors, and I think they are really, really pretty. These are a brand T-O-U-S, Taos maybe. I also got these because I like to switch my glasses. And I got these pink ones, and I probably have to clean them, but just so you see. Aren't they pretty? Well, I think they're pretty anyway. Then I saw Zulu. I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the frames are very inexpensive. I mean, these frames are $20 or $30, something like that. And then I had the lens put in, the prescription put in on Costco. It ended up being around $150, somewhere around there for everything that I got with the lenses. So I got these, and they're huge. I didn't realize that they were going to be so big. The problem that I have with these, and just be careful, there's two things to be careful if you're going to buy glasses like at Zulu, because these are really tight behind my ears. But other than that, I don't have a problem with them. So when I wear them with a wig, I just wear it over the ear tabs. And I got these just for fun. Anyway, and no problem with these. I did purchase a third pair, and I took them also to have the lens put in, and then it turned out that they couldn't put a lens in it because they said that the frame was going to melt or something like that. So I was they're very inexpensive. So if you find something that you like, just make sure that unless you like really big frames, just be aware that some of those frames are going to be really big and that they might not be able to have the lens put in. For makeup, I've been using the Victoria Beckham serum. Let's see, focus. It's like a tinted moisturizer maybe. It has a very light coverage. It's what I'm wearing right now. If you have oily skin, you may not like it because it's very, very dewy. I have normal skin. I think it's great for normal skin or for dry skin. Because I have normal skin and I don't like the dewy look, I've been powdering over with this from MAC. I think my color is NC30, I want to say. So I just do a light dust with the MAC over the Victoria Beckham. Love, love, love this. But I will tell you, it is a bit pricey, but a little goes a long way. I've been wearing it now for about 2 months. And for my blush, I've been using this one. This is from Hourglass. I use this for blush and bronzer. Really pretty. My son-in-law recommended this. This is pure magnesium. I've been getting really bad leg cramps, and this has just totally eliminated. I don't get any more leg cramps at night. And I'm not a doctor. So check with your doctor if you could take this. I don't want anybody to get sick because it's something that I recommend. But I get it at Amazon. This is by Pure. I also get the vitamin D3. I don't take any other medications. That's something else. I don't take any medications for anything. Now, I take 2 of these with a meal of the magnesium, and I alternate with the vitamin D3. I take one day and 2 the next day. I have been going to the nail salon for years and having my nails done and spending stupid amounts of money. I always got the acrylic nails. And a friend of mine recently said her nails looked beautiful, and I asked her where she went to get her nails done or what she did or what polish, and she said no, they're press-on nails. And I thought, well, press-on nails? Well, I'm going to have to give those a try. So I went a bit crazy. I bought static nails, Doonails, Glamnetics, and BTART. Now, with BTART, if you get the white box like this, these are to be used with a light, and I'll show you the light that I purchased. You get the gel light and the gel glue and the top coat, but you do have to use a UV light. BTART also has a pink box, which you could just use just regular air glue. Just be careful with that. With these pink boxes, you can't use the UV light because the UV light won't go through them. So you just use air glue. Everything else that I purchased, I used air glue. These are, what are these? These are static nails. I'm going on my second week. And what I did with these, I did one hand with their glue and I did the other nail with the Curlife semi-solid glue, which I got on Amazon. With this hand, none of them have come off. None of them have popped off. The hand that I did the static glue, 2 of them did pop off. They're supposed to last 2 to 3 weeks. Some ladies say up to a month. It all depends on you know, the glue that you use. I think that the prep has a lot. It really determines how long the nail is going to last, as well as the glue. I don't know if the nail itself has anything to, you know, if that is a factor to take into consideration, how long the nail is going to last on. I haven't had any issues with them lasting 2 or 3 weeks, as long as I've used either the BT Art with the UV light or the Curlife, the semi-solid glue. Those are the best. I didn't think the Doonails was horrible. That glue was the worst. The nails just popped off one after another within the first week. The static nail glue, that didn't last very long either. I had 2 of them pop off. Glamnetic lasted. And like I said, the Curlife and the BT Art, the air glue and the other glue as well, the one with the UV light. And for the UV light, I purchased the Melody Susie. They have a lot of different products. I also purchased the e-filer from the same brand, and it all seems to work really well. You know, it's relaxing. I do it and I save a ton of money, because any of these press-on nails will cost anywhere between $10 and $22, depending on the style, depending on the brand, where I was spending, you know, $80 every time I went to do my nails every 3 weeks. So something to keep in mind if it's something that interests you. And honestly, to learn how to learn what to do, I fell down a rabbit hole. I watched a bunch of videos. All the ladies that I watched, and I watched many different reviewers, they show, you know, how to prep, how to take them off, I'm not a reviewer for nails, so I don't think I would do them any justice. So if you really want to see how to prep and how to put them on and how to take them off, and if you have any questions, let me know. But I would say to watch one of the reviewers or some of the reviewers. Watch different ones. Don't just watch one. Watch different ones and see what they say. And then if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments, and I will tell you what I have found, and if I have found the same or differently, I'll tell you what I see. All right, that's all I've got. I think I've talked long enough. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. If you use press-on nails, let me know down in the comments. And let me know about the glasses that you use, the makeup, hair. Let me know what you think about the hair that I'm going to be holding on to for this coming week. Thanks, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.